I'm delighted to say we've got Republic of Ireland under-21 captain Jayson Molumby with us on the line. Good morning to you, Jayson.
Good morning. How's it going?
Very well. How are you getting on? It seems that life is pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, it's been really good at the moment. Obviously playing a few games and looking nice up the table now, so it's going well, yeah.
We're talking to you here on a Tuesday morning here on OTB AM. What does life involve for Jayson Molumby on a Tuesday morning? What's the routine?
It's normal lifestyle, really. Just football lifestyle. In for 9 o'clock. You know, get the breakfast, do a few bits before training, and that's it, really. Yeah, and then a gym session in the afternoon. So that's what Tuesday's looking like today.
Yeah, it seems that, well, it doesn't seem, we all know from watching you over the last few months that it's gone extremely well for you at Millwall so far. Can you talk to us a little bit about the club, the supporters, the very evident passion that exists around the Den?
Yeah, obviously, I think everyone knows about the club and the supporters, what it's all about, you know, and I think one step back, you know, you can get on a good run, and they can sometimes win your points themselves at home, and now away we're getting a really good following because of how well we're doing. So the club's absolutely brilliant. You know, there's some good people working in it, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far.
What's it like to be in a team with that momentum behind you, knowing that a possibility of making the playoffs in the Championship is a real possibility?
Yeah, look, I don't even think we're looking like that at the moment. I think we're just taking each game as it comes, and we feel confident going into every game. You know, we've beaten some of the big boys this season already, and we feel we can pick up points against them again. And hopefully now, January, get a few players in, maybe 1 or 2 additions to try and have a push, yeah.
Gary Rowett is obviously your manager, a highly rated man, has been linked to huge jobs in the past, but it also seems like his style is very beneficial for you. Like, everybody will have seen that clip that basically went viral around Christmas of you setting up Aidan O'Brien's goal, but it was just the maniacal pressing without the ball. That's clearly something that Rowett likes to prioritise, and it's something that you're very good at executing. Yeah,
I think that's a big part of my game, and I think the fans probably appreciate that a lot here as well when you work hard for the team and get after people, especially at home. You know, the atmosphere can be electric, and just want to run after people and work hard for the team. And lucky, came to a goal, and I think the gaffer has done well since he's come in for me personally. You know, I think playing a bit more football in midfield obviously always helps the midfielder, so I'm delighted to kind of do that side of the game as well and try to get on the ball as much as possible.
And I'm sure it hasn't done any harm as well, playing beside another Irishman and Sean Williams in that midfield.
No, it hasn't. No, he looks after me well, does Willow. So, yeah, he always gets me through games and gives me a voice, you know what I mean? And especially early on when I was first starting to play, you know, he'd always help me through games and keep talking to me and give me a voice. So, yeah, he's been really good, and we had a good relationship for the majority part of the season.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. When he mentioned that advice, is there anything in particular that he consistently reminds you of?
No, just different scenarios and different games. He probably just has a few words in my ear, and you know, when we're under the cosh or if I've had a bad few minutes, you know what I mean, on the ball, off the ball, he'd settle you down again and make sure you're all right and just get you through the game. Really, you know, that experience is invaluable, so helps a lot.
Are you starting to realise, Jayson, what footballer you're going to become at Millwall? Because I think when people refer to a midfielder these days, there's just a vast array of options that a midfielder can be in the year 2020. Are you starting to realise what exact type of midfielder you are going to be?
Yeah, probably getting a decent idea now at the moment. Come on and have a chat then. Come here. Come over and have a chat.
Who's there, Jayson?
There's Shawnee Williams. He wants to have a chat with
you. bring him over there, Jayson. We'll have a quick word with him. We've potentially got Sean Williams.
Hello.
How are you, Sean? What's the crack?
How's it going? You all right, mate?
We were just listening to Jayson chatting about you there. He says you're the most important influence in his entire life.
Oh, well, I'm like his father, to be fair. Yeah, I'm looking after him, to be fair.
Well, what's it like to be a father figure to Jayson Molumby? It seems that he's pretty easy to look after on the pitch anyway.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Bit dumb, like, but no, he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Just from your perspective, Sean, like we just mentioned there with Jayson a moment ago, what the season has become for Millwall with the supporters, with the fans. It seems like things are going really well at the moment, and that push for the playoffs, there's real momentum behind you.
Yeah, we've obviously hit a good bit of form now since the new manager's come in, and we're just taking it game by game. We're not looking too far ahead of ourselves. We'll just see how our form takes us and where we end up.
Are you going to be devastated to lose Jayson now at the end of the season?
I don't know about devastated now, but I know. Look, he's been fantastic for us, and hopefully we can try tie him down here.
Well, very best of luck for the rest of the season, Sean. We might just you might just put the phone back onto Jayson there, so you can just have one last word with him. Good to chat to you, Sean.
All right, go on. Bye.
You're there, Jayson.
All right.
We were just chatting there about the fact that it's only a few months left for you at Millwall to go back to Brighton & Hove Albion. I presume there hasn't been any talk, by the way, just this month of you going back early to the club, has there?
Nah, there hasn't. No. I think the only way I could have went back in January was if I hadn't played a certain amount of games or something. So I think the fact that I've been playing cancelled that out, and I'm here for the season. So I think it works out like that. Yeah,
there must be a huge attachment still to Brighton as a club. The way they looked after you in particular during your injury troubles is a really good sign of a modern football club.
Yeah, it's really good. It's been brilliant for me, obviously going through my injury, and they helped me massively, and they sorted me out really. And I can't thank the physios that I worked with enough, to help me, and they looked after me well as a club. So it's been brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I know it's been from a bit of a distance, but it must bring a fair sense of pride seeing Aaron Connolly getting his big break with the team this season.
Yeah, it does. For everyone in the academy and stuff, and at the club, I suppose, for us to kind of go on and do what he's done now, and scoring obviously the 2 goals in his first Premier League start and stuff was crazy. So hopefully he kicks on again now and keeps playing regularly and keeps scoring goals for himself. And it's great to see though for young Irish lads.
Yeah, the one thing that I've noticed, Jayson, and maybe it's been the same with all previous generations of Irish talent, and it's just more evident now with social media, but the likes of yourself and Jason Knight, and then with the 4 boys, Ida, Connolly, Parrott and Obafemi up front, there seems to be a real appreciation for what one another is doing. There's a real backing within this young group of Irish footballers to see one another succeed.
Yeah, definitely. I think we all want to see each other do well, and I think for the benefit of Irish football going forward, I think it's good to see so many players playing at so many young players playing at a good level, and boys playing in the Premier League at 18, 19, and regular lads at the champ now like Knighty and stuff. So it's been really good, and just hopefully it continues and more kind of keep playing. Like we have a few boys in League One now as well. They're starting to kick on, so it's looking really good.
On a personal level, are you satisfied to have got your break into first team senior football in the Championship, just a little bit more under the radar, as opposed to someone like, say, Troy Parrott, who has to break into a Jose Mourinho team?
Yeah, I suppose, I am, but it's different pathways, with Troy. Troy's only 17, I think, still, so he doesn't really need to break into a first team now, I've seen stuff about him going on loan and stuff, and I think, well, he's only 17, so he's got loads of time, and I think people put unnecessary pressure on him and stuff, so I think it's probably the right time for me to get out on loan. Obviously you can get caught up in 23s football at times, and if you don't go out and experience first team, then you're doing nothing, you know what I mean? So
I presume, even from the outside looking in, the golfing class between 23s and senior is gigantic, and no matter what the club is that you're involved with the 23s, you're just better off in getting out and getting first team football.
Yeah, 100%. It's a complete different ball game, compared to 23's games. Just atmosphere, packed out stadiums, the pressure of it, everything about it is just 100 times more intense and means something. So, it's definitely a big step up.
One of the last things I wanted to ask you about, Jayson, we can see on screen the big armband that you wear for the under-21s. You said in previous interviews that you were surprised when Stephen Kenny made you captain in the first place. Learning that leadership, is that something that's been a big part of the last 12 months or so in your career, that while you're trying to work your way into senior teams, at your underage level, you are the leader of the group? Is that something you focused on?
Not really, to be fair. I think it's just the way I've always played, just that's my game, is just be vocal and try and lead by actions and stuff, and I probably still have a way to go in terms of nailing it, and I can still probably do things better as a captain and try and prove as being the skipper of 21s, so it's been unbelievable though, and I can't thank Stephen enough. It was a big shock to me at the time, and something that I probably would have wanted secretly. I enjoy the kind of challenge of it and the buzz you get when you lead your team out. So it's been unbelievable.
Obviously, it's a huge month in March for the seniors. Do you reckon you have a chance of being involved?
There's always a chance, I suppose, but I won't be holding my breath. I don't think. No, I'll just keep doing my best here and see what happens. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be holding my breath. It's a big game. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Well, listen, Jayson, it's been great chatting to you. Congratulations on all your success so far, and very best of luck with the rest of the season.